Okay, well, it's later the same day on the same afternoon as my last recording. I've added myself to my fleet. In fact, somebody actually added me to the fleet after I applied. But I made myself the fleet commander here. Uh, but I haven't gotten any oil for today, which is not good. So I decided to jump back on and get oil now. There's really, if you look in the top right-hand side, you'll see your daily wins for oil. So my fleet currently has 4,740 barrels of oil in reserve that I could use to upgrade the fleet at this point. I'm not really necessarily worried about steel at this point. There are a couple of people in our fleet that are working on steel, but they're not. I mean, steel is one of those things that just comes in so rarely that it's not really that much of a benefit. It's nice. Obviously, a 15% extra steel would be nice, is nice. But I think when you earn it, I don't think that kicks in. I don't know how that kicks in because when I get steel, I just get like 100 steel or whatever because it's not really at the end of a match. So I'll have to look into that. But I'm really working on the biggest one since we have newer members of our fleet. The biggest one that I work on is the dry dock, which is post-battle maintenance, right? So every single match that you are in, at the end of the match, it takes away silver from you. And so that's probably the most that you can see. Then I'm also going to work on shipyard, which is also when you buy a ship, basically it's discounted. So right now it's a 6% discount. As soon as we get 5,000 or whenever I upgrade it, we can upgrade it to, reduce it by 15%. So yeah, those are the two big ones. Officer House increases the number of members in my fleet. It's probably the least that I'm necessarily worried about. At some point, but it also takes 25,000 barrels of oil just to get +5. So yeah, we'll be good for that for a while. So I think these three, Naval College, Naval Academy, and Warship Design, they're okay, but my main focus is dry dock and shipyard. Those are the two ones that are going to benefit the members of the fleet the most. So yeah, that's so now I'm the commander of the fleet. If you see the fleet, apply and let me know. Like I said, we're mostly geared towards like helping new players understand. So if you're an experienced player and wants to join and help out new players, that's cool. If you're a new player and wants to div up and interact and play with other people and stuff like that in a fleet I'm trying to get people to be active, hopefully. And so yeah, if that's what you're into, then yeah, just send a request and we'll approve. As long as we have room, right? So right now we have a spot for 2 people, and depending, if people are less active and stuff, we may consider removing them to open up the spot. So anyway, yep, let's get busy earning some oil. My daughter just got home, so give me 1 second. All right, so the easiest way to earn oil is just to do some AI matches, to be honest. And since it's a daily thing, that's what I suggest to most people to do, is just come in here and do AI matches. Now, the easiest way to do it is to take a look at your bureau, and if you have 2 bureau things going, then do it. And look at the ships that you need to do and do daily trials with. So this is tier 3 to tier 7 ships. I don't know that I have any tier 3 ships. Do I have any tier 3 ships yet? Have I gotten any tier 3? I don't think I have. So anyway, the easiest way to figure out if you have bureau ships to earn that you need to get wins on for your bonuses in your bureau, which is, like I said, in the bureau. If you look at the bureau and you look at this daily trials down here, this is going to be like wins, and you'll get 60,000 for this one. You'll get 60,000 research points. So that the little bar that goes across the bottom, we're going to add 60,000 to that as soon as we finish that, and that resets every day, right? So it's a day-long thing. So it locks once you complete it, which means you get a win, right? So if you lose, then you have to keep going. So this can be for like a specific ship. It can be like this one says any tier 3 to tier 7 ship. So it just depends on how you do it. And then a lot of times when you go in here, it'll have like 4 or 5 ships shown, and then you select which one you want to actually put down in there based on which one you want to play. Now, if you want to see which ones, the easy way to see which ones you need to get wins on is to come in here and hold down square, filter, and when you filter this little blue square here, that's going to be ships that you need to earn, that you need to play, that you can play to earn those bonus points because you have them assigned on there. So right now, the only ship that we have that's between tier 3 and tier 7 is the Texas, so let's play it with Fat Electrician. Let's put an upgrade on it, which I don't know why we're going to put an upgrade on a rental ship, but we will. We'll just put the main battery mod on there. 200,000 silver, wow. We'll have to sell it before we lose the ship. Because I want that. 200,000 is like a fifth of our money right now. Let's take it to battle. Now, assuming you see, the thing is, you pretty much always win an AI match, so that's why I tell people to do AI. And all you have to do to actually get your stuff in AI, if you want to make it really fast, is just go in. As long as you damage something, you don't have to kill it. As long as you get, you don't even have to get some damage. As long as you're in the match and do something. You know, if you come in the match and you just sit here and don't go anywhere, it's not going to count it. Right, because it's going to be like if you're AFK. As long as you do something in the match, you spot something, you shoot something, you get some sort of damage, you can die right after that. Most of the time, the players win. Very rarely do you. There are some times that the AI wins, but that's very, 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 very rarely. So, see how many real players. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 real players in this match, so the rest are all bots. And being that we're in a battleship, it's going to be hard to die in this match, so we'll probably play. I mean, one way that you can die in a battleship is if you try and ram something. And dying in the match, so like typically when I'm in a hurry and I just want to get the bonus points, I'll play a destroyer and I'll just sail right into something, shoot something on my way, and die. And you know, I know a lot of people play AI matches this way, and it's kind of sometimes it makes AI matches not fun. Like almost all the real people in here could just go out and die, and then we have to carry and kill all the AIs. But it is what it is. Since we're in a battleship and it's harder for us to die. We'll see how it goes. Is that a real person? It is a real person, Big Papa. Or you could come out here and do like AI should be played and like play it like a real match and have fun. AI matches are kind of fun because you get to kill a lot of things and you know, they're not real people, so it's harder to die. Or, well, I mean, it's not the hardest thing to die. Let's set our secondaries on the Klaus Horn, and we'll hit our secondary booster. He's going to try and torpedo us. Hopefully we don't get torpedoed here.
Torpedoes to port.
Yeah, he's going to get us with all 3. See, they didn't hit super hard. Our secondaries aren't doing very much to him. But our main guns did. And you don't have to worry so much about taking caps in AI matches. Usually AI matches are done so quickly that it's hard to have time to take a cap, but it's extra EXP and extra money if you do, so might as well. We'll go the long way around this little island. Oh, the Phoenix, man, it turned out on us, okay. Battleships take forever to reload. Now, the fun thing about the Texas is, like the real life Texas, was actually in World War I and in World War II, both. And it actually, in World War II, it actually, as our forces started fighting further inland to give them support, it actually flooded like one side of the ship. I think it was the left side of the ship. Basically sank itself. Basically sank itself to, so that it basically like if you think about our right, if we sank the right side of our ships, our right side of our ship, the left side would float higher in order to raise the guns so they could shoot further inland to support the troops. Kind of cool. Sank itself to help people out. Texas is pretty badass, to be honest, in real life. It's kind of a badass move to be honest.
Our team is taking the lead.
I'm going to kind of angle a little bit to the right here, because once we take out the Phoenix and the Orion, we're still going to have the carrier to take out, you know, like, and then there's also the destroyers that are no fun. Oh, the Orion's already taken out. Well,
Victory's in sight.
Got the Kuma there that should be taken out soon. Now then we have to go find the carrier, which is going to be all the way at the back of the map, hiding where these AI carriers play. Oh, we did. Okay. So sometimes if you don't get enough points by the time that you take out all the players except for the carrier, you have to go hunting for the AI carrier, for the carrier player. So if you notice, we get the 60K with the little blue triangle symbol there. That's that means we got our bonus for our bureau, right? So the little symbols here, the 25 with the sword with the wings, that's towards the campaign. So when we get out of here, you'll see our campaign status will go up. The 2X with the check mark means we met 2 missions. We got awarded 1.5 ship XP, which you get every day for the first win for that ship. And we got 15 barrels of oil, which is going to be our first win for the day for our fleet. So if you go to missions, you can see which missions we won here. So the endurance trials is what gave us a little 25 with the little thing. We also got our premium supplies because we used a premium ship, tier 4, and we won 1 battle. So we got those awards. So, and we ended up making 20,000 silver there. Because we have a premium bonus, we got an extra 11,000. The premium bonus is nice, but it's not necessarily. like I said, this is going to be a free account, so we'll probably be in basic, not premium, for much of our time in this account. But anyway, so yeah, dream result, we weren't the top, we were right in the middle, which is okay. Return to port. So we got our new milestone for the campaign. We don't have the Admiralty supply. We did get 300 ship parts. So yeah, you can see campaign, we're pretty far behind. I think the campaign's in the second week already, second or third week. So it's got 80 points. It's got 80 tiers. We just hit the first one. So, and if we get up towards there, then I'll consider, this may be the only time that I'll consider getting the Admiralty backing, if we actually make it up and we're actually gonna get the ship for the campaign. If I do that, then I'll let you know. But my intent is for this to mostly be a free account. So, but of course, buying the Admiralty backing, if you get it, does you get, not only do you get all the top row stuff, so there are a lot of crates up there. There's a lot of money up there. There's some doubloons up there. I mean, is it worth it for just the top row of things? No. So, just if you're, if you want the ship, usually the campaign ships are pretty decent ships, and from my experience anyway. So yeah, that would be, and purchasing the Admiralty backing is like $20 worth of doubloons, 2,500 doubloons, something like $20, maybe just a little more than that. So I think you can get that. They have to have a subscription thing. I think it's in the store, at least for PlayStation. They have it. I think they have this subscription thing. Where is it? Maybe it's under doubloons. They have this bonus subscription, which is $10, which gives you 20 cents. Okay, so it's $10. So if you do the subscription, this is a once a month thing for $10, and then you can use those doubloons towards your Admiralty backing and play that way. And this is the way that on my other account I first started playing the game. I did this bonus subscription because I was like, oh well, it's $10 a month. I'll chalk that up to the fee of playing the game. And yeah, I was really happy with the campaign ships that I got. So if you're considering paying it, you could maybe do it for a month and then turn it off or whatever. But you get a month of premium. You also get you'll get your Admiralty backing that month, and then you get all the boosters, which the boosters are nice, but you can also get the boosters with silver in the store as well. There's little things like commanders every week. Under containers, you can buy 3 commander crates every week for silver right here. It's 10,500,000 silver. So it's not cheap. In fact, on my other account, if I'm not playing a lot that week, it'll be hard for me to afford the commanders pack every week. There's also, in the supply, you can get boosters every week for 4,500,000 silver. And that gives you 10 second level boosters, 10 rare boosters of each kind. And so I think those are both good deals, right? They're silver, they're free, they're essentially free. I don't get the camo pack. Camos aren't really, almost $1 million for 10 camos is not, in my opinion, probably not that worth it, but those 2 things for silver I think are worth it. Especially, if you get commanders out of those crates that you already have, then you get, then it gives you a legendary upgrade it gives you the personal commendation for that commander, right? So, so then you can upgrade, start upgrading their legendary. Now they're random; you're not gonna get specific ones, but it'll really help you to get like all these commanders filled out more quickly by doing that. So if you're aiming for a specific commander, it's not going to help you there. But John Fisher, man, I can't believe we got him already. He is a very good British British battleship commander. He's got some good reload skills here. So like, this is torpedo launcher, main secondary battery reload time per 1 HP lost. But you also have gyrating drill bits, which is good. Reformer, what does that do? Main battery range. So he's really got some range enhancements, quite a bit of range enhancements. But that main battery dispersion is also really good too. On second thought is also really good if you know, that way it keeps you being able to switch and use the right shells, which is pretty invaluable. But on this line is really sweet because that master mechanic gives you 2 extra repair party charges. That's sweet. Now he doesn't have there's a skill down here that so fight fire with fire is really good. That's going to be one of the big ones. My speed is my armor. I probably wouldn't do that so much on a battleship, but it could be a good one on certain battleships. But fight fire with fire will be good because people like to set battleships on fire. The other one that is will to rebuild, but he does not have that. That would make him really like super good if he had will to rebuild. But fight fire with fire is really good. So it really helps limit the damage of being fire spammed by other ships. So again, so like we just played the Texas, so we got our bonus. If you'll notice, the little blue here is we can't select that again because we don't have any more bureau projects to get the bonus on. And this filter, what does that filter do? I don't know what this that filter is for. I think it's for like things that you have like bonuses on or something like that. But we don't have bonuses on this ship, so I don't know why it's there. Oh, you know what? This one is for ships that you have that can complete special missions for you. So if you notice this Ahoy Captain mission, we need a tier 3 to legendary in order to get that first part. And the last match that we had in the Texas worked for that. So that's what that symbol is for. I always forget what that symbol is for. So those are going to be ships, if you want to filter by ships that can achieve special missions that you have, that's going to be that. This red star is like the red star. Any ships that you haven't played that day that are going to give you the 1.5 XP bonus, you can filter by that. So if you see, these are all ships that we haven't played that day. They all have the red stars, which means the plus 1.5 ship XP. Other filters down here. This will be for only premium ships, which we only have one right now. This is going to be for ships that you have completed that tier. So like in the St. Louis, so like these are all going to be our tier 1 ships. If you look at the upgrades, see how we've gone all the way up and gotten to the St. Louis for XP. So right now we're earning what they call elite XP on that ship. So that's what that means. So basically, if you want to only look at ships that you need to earn XP because you're trying to work your way up to the next tier, you can filter by this one that doesn't have the little ring, the little crown thing around it, and that's going to show you ships that you currently are working on, essentially, to get up to the next tier. Which I don't know why the St. Louis. Oh, we just haven't purchased the Phoenix. We can purchase the Phoenix, but we haven't purchased the Phoenix yet. So we'll play the Texas again because it's helping us. We'll keep the Texas here with the AI. We'll get our 3 wins with AI, and then that's going to be the end of this video for now. So yeah, no, not planning to battle anymore. We're just planning to battle some AIs right now. Earn our. Really, I should have taken the wicks out here, like I said, and just gotten some damage and died. Well, we have actually have quite a few real people in this match. We'll invite a couple people to our fleet. How about that while we're here?
Action stations!
Ever hurts to do a little recruiting?
Enemy force detected.
Oh, the Kirov is going fully broadside. Almost. We're almost going fully broadside.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Penetration.
Svetlana. Omaha! Omaha is a ship that I love to see broadside because it is so squishy. Of course, it's behind the rock. Maybe we can still hit it. Nope. Podvoisky, nope. New York. New York singled in at us. We'll kind of go like that. See if we can get a good hit on him.
Torpedoes, direct front.
You see me play a little more aggressive in these AI matches than I normally do, just because, well, it's AI. So, to be honest, now that I have some damage, I don't really care if I die, because it just means a shorter match for me.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
So you won't even, I mean, I'll look and see what's up with the torpedoes, but I probably won't even avoid them if they're coming at me.
Fire alarm. Hang in there, help is on the way. Fire alarm. Our team is taking the lead.
Oh. Is my steering broken? No. Dude got taken out right before we could take him out. Carrier and one battleship left. I'm gonna keep headed straight for the carrier. Yeah, the carrier's trying to run away.
All stations reporting.
To be honest, I never know what to shoot a carrier, like if I should be shooting HE. I've gotten citadels with HE on carriers, and then I've gotten citadels with AP, and I don't know. I never know what to shoot at a carrier. That I'd be shooting.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Because it depends on the carrier. Oh, since my guns are turned that way, I should turn to the left. What's our range? 14.7, okay. We have a ways before he gets out of our range.
Victory's in sight.
Got him. Alright. And for our last match, we'll go ahead and get the I forget, is it a walkie-talkie? Oh, we got a couple more missions done. Weekly boost. So we got a commander crate. Got some promotion orders, that's good. We also got some Jutland camo. What do we need to do to get that Jutland crate? I'm afraid if we go to the end of the week without getting that Jutland mission, we only have 1 day, 19 hours to get the rest of these done, to get those 2 Jutland crates, which I want to do because I opened those 2 crates and got a ship out of it. A tier 3 ship, tier 3, pretty good tier 3 ship to be honest. I don't remember, I think it was a German battleship. So yeah, I definitely want to get those since it's free. Okay, we're working our way through this one. Black Friday Adventure. How long do we have for that one? So we Silence in the Storm, we have 1 day, 9 hours to get this. So yeah, we need to get 275 ribbons. And we won't get, well, I don't know, why didn't we get, oh, we just accomplished this one. So now we need to work on ribbons. Ribbons are like all the things that you get for defending and for catching on fire and things like that. So, yep. I'll open our commander crate that we got. See which commander we have. Probinetsky. Now he is an aircraft carrier commander for Russians. He's a good one. I like the Russian aircraft carriers. Some people don't. I do. Oh. Bureau key principal segment is complete. So we've completed our first segment in that introduction project. So we got a container out of it and 2 days premium account. That's cool. We now have 3 days premium account. So now, see, this is the one we're working towards, the Campbelltown, which is tier 2 premium destroyer. Not my favorite premium destroyer, but not bad, and definitely worth getting. Anytime that you change, so in most segments, like you'll see here, we have 4 different little stages for this segment. So the segments are the hexagon things. So we have 4 stages in this segment. Right now, if we did nothing else, we would complete the first stage in 18 hours and 20 minutes, 18 hours and 30 minutes, sorry. 18 hours and 30 minutes. But we can multiply that by adding a patron right here. So base research is 3 research points per second. If we add a patron, which we don't have any of these patrons, we could rank up George Dewey to number 2. So that's probably what we'll do. Or John Jellicoe or Richard Shear or Louis de Fournay. These are all base commanders, so they're easy to do. Who do we want to rank up? Let's rank up Dewey because we have some of those already. So we'll rank, and he'll give us another 3, so we'll double our speed. So from 18 hours, 29 minutes, it would be like 9 hours just by doing that. So let's rank up George Dewey, which is Fat Electrician. It's the same guy. So if we look here, it's really George Dewey. But he's got to be rank 2. So we'll put him at rank 2, which is going to cost us 1,000 commander XP. Now, by having him rank 2, we go back to the Bureau. Introduction to the Bureau. And we can add him here. Okay? So now, if you notice, 9 hours and 14 minutes. We cut our time in half by adding a ship here. A ship, which we have the St. Louis, is going to add another 2 research points per second. So not quite as good as adding a commander. But that's going to cut us down to 6 hours and 55 minutes per stage. Or per segment or stage. Okay, segment is the hexagon, stage is the stages within the segment. So So yeah, 6 hours 55 minutes per segment. And then now, since we went up a stage, we can actually do the daily trial again, which will be a tier 3 ship. So, and we'll get 100,000 this time instead of just 60,000, which will mean that we have to play the Texas again. I mean, we don't have to play it in AI or AI mode. We can play it, you know. The thing is, you want to get a win, and so the reason that I play AI most of the time when I'm trying to get my oil and do those bureau projects is because if I get a loss, I don't want to have to keep playing the same ship over and over again. If you're not very good at that ship, or if you don't like that ship, it's a way to get the bonus without, you know, you can just go in here and die, you know, and that's it. Now what we need to do with Fat Electrician here, since we have tier 2, we need to select, we didn't select these earlier. Let's see, torpedo speed, we don't want to use that because we don't even have torpedoes. We could increase the AA damage, aircraft damage per second. We typically don't see a lot of AA in Texas right now. So we're just going to use HE shells, even though we mostly shoot at AP. You know, we can use that. And then this one will really help us. It's a battleship gun traverse speed. We could also do torpedo acquisition range, which means that we see torpedoes further away. In a battleship, that's actually a pretty good one to have, because it could give you time to turn and not get hit with torpedoes. Sea detectability range, I don't think is as good in a battleship. Some battleships, maybe. But the thing is, you could have your sea detectability range really low, but every time you shoot your guns, your detectability goes all the way out to the range of your guns, regardless of this value. And so, in a battleship, it's kind of, unless you're really sneaky Pete in a battleship, it's limited use. Now these commanders that don't have any slashes, they're just like that. They're kind of generic commanders. They're going to have skills that are applicable to a battleship, to a destroyer, and to a cruiser. And so, you know, like a destroyer would definitely typically see the torpedo speed. Well, all three of these could really help a destroyer. I would say most American cruisers, they would like this Burn It Down XXL. Probably less likely to take the torpedo stuff. Destroyer would definitely look at the Look at Me Now, almost certainly, to reduce their detectability. So yeah, you even have stuff for aircraft carriers in here with these commanders. So they have a good cross section, but they're not really specialists. You know, they're not gonna really just overdo it. These generic commanders, but they're good. You know, they're just commanders to put on until you get the more specialty commanders, at least. And some of them are actually pretty good. Like there's certain combinations. I know some people that play the generic commanders on some of their ships because they can get a combination that they can't get any other way. Maybe they get this concealment and the speed for some destroyer that, you know, is already really fast, and they want that extra movement speed to like just run around and like just torpedo the heck out of people. I don't know. Who knows? And you know, the fact that you can see this commander has this fully packed, which is typically a fully packed gives you extra consumables. And so normally battleship commanders aren't going to have this fully packed skill. So this is a way, you know, to get the fully packed on a battleship and get 4 heals instead of 3, and you get 4 heals, and you get 4 times to do your secondary booster. So yeah, some of these commanders with the right combinations can be pretty good. Anyway, let's get into battle. We don't have too many real people in this match, but in this match, because of the way it's all segmented between all the different things, could take a while. Because like, if we go in and try and kill the ships in here, and there are ships in here to kill, that could take a while. I'm probably going to stay out here a little bit and, instead of sailing right in, or maybe even curve a little bit towards Bravo. Who do we have next to us? Do we have real people? You must have. That's not a real person. That's a real person.
Let's give him a hard time. Enemy force detected. I owe you one. Our team has taken the lead.
And this guy, now that he's within our secondary range, we'll turn on our secondary booster. This increases the, essentially the accuracy of your secondary shells. We didn't get the kill there, but that's okay. Let's work on this New York, and then we'll take care of the cruiser behind us. So New York, we definitely want to hit him. We want to make our shells impact about right here, so we're going to shoot him about right there. There we go.
Enemy battleships sunk.
That's with American battleships. That's typically, you want to impact like right underneath or right behind that, the second gun turret, essentially. Kind of at the water line. Notice we got 2 citadels there, so did quite a bit of damage. We were also really close, so our shells penetrated really well. Now, where's this other... Oh, we got another battleship that's in alpha. See, I told you it's going to kind of... The way this is segmented up, we got to go find that other battleship, so...
Victory's in sight. Good show.
Let our guns turn to the other side while we're headed to go take out that battleship. Now they only have 42 points left, but if our 2 destroyers wouldn't have died, they wouldn't have any points. There we go. They wouldn't have any points, and we'd have won by now. Again, American battleship. I'm going to try and hit. I'm going to add it a little bit low because he's coming in towards us. He's at a weird angle, so makes it hard to hit effectively with AP. We're going to bounce a lot. Wait for the rest of our guns to traverse and to reload. Oh, yeah, that New York had a good angle on it. Or I think it was the New York that was next to us. Is it New York? I thought there was another. Oh, Nevada. That's the one that. But it wasn't Nevada that hit him. I guess it was the Baleares or Königsberg. Königsberg, probably. Did we already say? Things, economy, someone made 35,000 missions. We've got 3 battles done. Black Friday adventure is good. Hit enemy ship with 30 times the main battery. Destroy 15 ships. Okay, so we got 3 things accomplished. We got 100,000 of the research points, and we got our last barrel of oil. So the barrels of oil really are. So if we notice up in the upper right hand thing, daily wins for oil. We now have 3. And we have 65 oil in our thing, and so we were getting 15 oil for every win, so that's 45 oil. So where did the extra 20 come from? It came from the fact that we opened some of those crates. Opening crates gives your fleet oil as well. And so yeah, opening crates definitely is good. So if you notice with my main account, Thinkum, I've definitely been opening some crates. And Death Walker does too, but he leaves the fleet sometimes and comes back. He'll go and like help other fleets and stuff like that. So good friend of mine. Anyway, have a good day. That's going to end this video, and we'll be back later on. I'll try to start playing this account like daily, and so we'll be back tomorrow. See ya. See if I can figure out how to end this clip. There we go. All right, stop recording. All right, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, please. Subscribe, that kind of stuff. Whatever. Have a great day.